Here we go get it. Man. Lord had Jesus. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Friday edition of BucosLocker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon. Excuse me. To notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Yes, indeed. The weekend is here. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Payday. Payday for some of y'all. Right? Payday. It's payday for me. But I want to drop this video right quick and talk about the injury report. Just got done looking at the injury report for the Bucs and Saints. Both teams are not coming into this game healthy. Both teams will not be at 100%. But it's part of the game, folks. It sucks, but so the Bucs injury report looks like this. Now, I don't want no excuses from neither team either. I don't want no excuses from either fan base. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to shake your hand. So the Bucs injury report: Carlton Davis, toe, game status questionable. Vita Vea, pectoral, game status questionable. Devin White, foot. What? Foot? I thought he had a groin injury. Game status questionable. So I thought it was a groin injury, but they sound about some foot. Derek Pitts, the backup cornerback, special teams guy, out. Hamstring. Kalijah Clancy, calf, game status, out. Sir Dennis, hamstring, out. Jamel Dean, neck and shoulder, game status, out. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Jamel Dean and Carlton Davis, but I've never seen cornerbacks get hurt so much, man. I ain't even much gonna hold y'all on that. These dudes, Carlton Davis has not played more than 14 games. I've never seen cornerbacks hurt so much. I mean, goodness gracious. Have y'all ever seen this? Like, have y'all ever seen two starting cornerbacks that just always nicked up? You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, man, what's going on with them two, man? They brittle. Especially Jamel Dean. And they gave both of them got a contract. Both of them got their contract, but man, it's so crazy is both guys, they're not bad cornerbacks. Like, I think Jamel Dean is better. They're not bad cornerbacks, but when you mention some of the best cornerbacks, their names never come up. Jamel Dean's name might pop up, but that's like more of like a chart. But man, like every time, like these two just, I don't know, man. I don't want to jump ahead and say this, but the Bucs might have to draft another cornerback next year for real. I mean, good gracious, because Carlton Davis' contract gonna be up soon because he only signed a 3-year deal. I think it was 2-year guaranteed. I think he has he has guaranteed out of that $45 million. But I'm just saying, I don't know about Carlton Davis getting re-signed, man. I don't know about that, man. I think they can let him walk whenever his contract is up. Matter of fact, I can look it up right now. Or before, matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna do that right now. The Saints injury report. Jordan Howden, finger, game status, out. He was starting in place of Marcus May. He's not playing. Derek Carr, right shoulder. Cesar Ruiz, concussion, out for the game. Starting right guard. Paulson Adebo, hamstring, game status, out. Foster Moreau, ankle, questionable. Derek Carr, right shoulder, game status, questionable. So the Saints got 3 starters out. The Bucs got one, two starters out, and a couple guys, key guys that's got playing through injury. Now let's talk about the Bucs. Right, the Bucs are in a tricky situation with this early bye. Right, they're in a very tricky situation with this bye. They have a couple guys that's already out for the game, which is good in a way for Jamel Dean, because think about this. Let's look at the long-term projection here. If the guys that's out, Sir Dennis, Elijah Clancy, and Jamel Dean, and Derek Pitts, that means they get treatment all this week. That's 1 week. And then they got a bye week next week, and then they won't come. So basically 3 weeks. 3 weeks to get healed up. So most likely Elijah Clancy will be playing Game 5 against the Lions. That's gonna be his, not saying his debut, but that's when he's gonna be back fully healthy. Because think about this: between now and the Detroit Lions game is 3 weeks from now. And I'm not surprised that Elijah Clancy's out and Sir Dennis is out, because they want those guys to be completely healthy, specifically Elijah Clancy. So I understand those moves right there. And then for Jamel Dean to rule him out, he's gonna have 3 weeks to heal. You know what I'm saying? 3 weeks. This week, he's going to miss this Sunday, got a bye week, and then the following Sunday, which is October 10th, that's 3 weeks from now. So Jamel Dean should be fully healthy when it comes to the Lions. We definitely going to need him for that game, because if anybody watched that game last night, the Lions are for real. The Lions are for real. They can run and throw the ball. It's like, whoa. So that's 3 weeks from now. So those guys that's not playing this game, that's good for them. Now, here's the other tricky part about it. Jason, they do look for real. It starts at the line. Look at the Lions offensive line. Way better than the Bucs line. I know the Bucs got Tristan Wirfs, but he doesn't count for 5 people. The Lions O-line is so much better than the Bucs O-line. It's not even close. And if you can't win the trenches, you're going to lose a lot of games. This is what I'm afraid of with the Bucs. I'm being optimistic. I'm trying to hold off until week 7, week 8, week 9, so I get a better picture. But if the Bucs don't straighten up in their O-line, they're going to lose a lot of games. They're going to lose a lot of games. I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't want to believe me, but they're going to lose a ton of games, because if you can't run the ball, you're one-dimensional. It's a wrap. Baker Mayfield is not going to just chuck the ball. He's never been that type of quarterback. The stats and the tape show that. Forget what they say now, he's a gunslinger. No, he's never had a gunslinger season. So the Bucs are in real trouble if they don't fix this O-line, specifically in the interior. They are in serious trouble, because if you watch the Lions O-line, their tackles, Decker and Penei Sewell, Frank Ragnar, man, them dudes is for real. Jonah Jackson, they O-line is for real. They can run and pass block. They had Green Bay D-line looking like JV. They got weapons. They can run the ball. They got 2 running backs. They got receivers. They don't even have a big-time receiver. Jamison Williams, they first round pick from last year, he come back at, I think, week 6 or week 7. So the Lions don't even well, I would say this. The Lions are more explosive than the Bucs. Not even close. Not even close. And the Lions don't even have a Mike Evans and a Chris Godwin, but the Lions are way more explosive. With Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, Sam Laporta, who's way better than Cade Otton. Not even close. David Montgomery, Jamar Gibbs, that O-line, Jared Goff, and he's still more explosive than the Bucs. Ben Johnson's the OC, way better than Dave Canales. You see the formations that the Lions run and how they run the. Matter of fact, I don't even want to get on that game yet. We'll talk about that game. We got 2 weeks for that game, or 3 weeks. But I like how the Lions look, man. I love their coach. Man. That's how you build a team. That's how you build a team. That's how you build. Like, if you go through the struggles, but that's how you build a team. Go look at their trenches on both sides of the ball. Aiden Hutchinson. Matter of fact, James Houston is hurt. The rookie from last year that had 9 sacks. He's hurt. 8.5, 9 sacks. He's hurt. But they still getting in. McNeil, Hutchinson, Kaminsky, what's the other guy? Number 59. Forgot his name, but Charles Harris. I mean, they trenches and then they rotate guys and they can rotate 4 more guys and they get pressure. And then they got the bell cow and Aiden Hutchinson. And they line him up all over the place. Inside, outside, left side, right side. And he's nasty. He's coming into his zone. And then wait till James Houston come back. So the Lions got a pass rush and they can run block. It all starts right there. And they secondary covering better. You feel me? So anyway, so let's get back to the Bucs injury report. Now, here's the tricky part about the Bucs situation. Vita with the pectoral. Devin White with the foot/groin. And Carlton Davis with the turf toe. They're all listed as questionable. What should the Bucs do? What should the Bucs do? Should the Bucs just sit those guys out? Let them sit out this game, get the bye week to get ready for the Lions, which will be 3 weeks from now. So you give Devin White, Vita, and Carlton Davis 3 weeks to prepare to get healthy. Because you got the Lions, the Falcons, and the Bills. Those games are not going to be easy. What do the Bucs sacrifice here? Are they going to look long-term or are they going to try to win this game? What do you think they should do? It's for me, it's like 50-50. Because if you don't get those guys healthy, especially for the next 3 games, we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle against the Lions. We're going to struggle against the Falcons, and we're going to definitely struggle against the Bills. Because think about it, the risk versus reward. If they play this game and they re-injure something or they just re-aggravate it, then that means the pectoral, the groin/foot, and the turf toe with those 3 players just gets worse. You feel me? So I don't know. When you label somebody questionable, that means they can play. They're going to get out there before the game and they're going to run around. So most likely Vita's going to play and Devin White's going to play because they played Monday night. But Carlton Davis is the one you want to circle because he hasn't played in 2 weeks with the turf toe. So what do you do with Carlton Davis? Jamel Dean is out until the Lions game. Do you sit Carlton Davis as well and give him 3 more weeks so he can be 100% healthy? Or do you play him this game and have him out there guarding Chris Olave? Good luck with that with a turf toe. And Rashid Shaheed with a turf toe. Because you remember now, no Jamel Dean. So now you're going to have D. Delaney and Zion McCullough. So now you're going to have to protect the secondary because Jameis Winston, Derek Carr is not playing. Jameis Winston will be starting. Even though they say it's questionable, but I don't think he's going to play. But so I'm looking at it, Winston. I'm like, Winston will bomb that bit. You want Carlton Davis out there with the turf toe guarding Rashid Shaheed or Olave? He gonna bomb that bit. He gonna bomb that bitch on Carlton Davis. Sorry, excuse my language, but he gonna bomb it. Give me 2 healthy cornerbacks. We'll have a better chance because now the Bucs are gonna have to protect the secondary. You feel me? The Bucs are in a tricky situation with this injury report because one starting corner is out. The other one hasn't played in a couple games, but he still kind of got a turf toe. Having a turf toe injury, folks, it is no joke. You got to run. And if you aggravate that, it can get worse. Maybe might have to have surgery. So now the Bucs are going to have to play secondary, just like they played against the Eagles. This is the reason why the Bucs were playing like they played defensively. They couldn't really play all the way because they had to play the secondary. They had to protect Zion McCullough. They have to protect him because he'll get burned. You don't think Olave will hit him with the bomb that big? You don't think Rashid Shaheed get a deep ball and be like, I got you. And you know, they looking at it. They're like, oh, the cornerback's hurt. Then you got D Delaney. He's not bad, but he's limited. I'm just a little worried, man. Just like I don't know how the Bucs are going to approach this. In my opinion, I think Vita's going to play. I think Devin White's going to play. They're going to play through these injuries, but it's dangerous. Carlton Davis, I think they probably should sit him. Like it just in my opinion, because I'm looking at the midterm, long term effect. Because if he plays his game, how effective can he be? Wait, I mean, they're gonna put him on Michael Thomas, and you're gonna put D Delaney and Zion McCullough on Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave. So the advantage goes to the Saints when it comes to the Bucs receivers versus cornerbacks. So that means Winfield Jr. and Ryan Neal is going to have to protect those guys. Devin White, Levante David is going to have to protect those guys in the middle of the field. Like, so Michael Thomas plays the slot, right? So you stick Carlton Davis on Michael Thomas. That's a good matchup for us because Michael Thomas don't separate well, but turf toe. So that means all the turning and twisting and changing direction throughout the game is going to aggravate him. So the Bucs got to figure this out. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna be at the game, folks. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be like, man, is he playing? I'm gonna get there early, like I always do. You know, I'm gonna be watching. I mean, if all of them play, good luck because playing through injuries, especially ones that in football, you can play through a pectoral, right? As long as it's not torn. They're gonna have on a harness, but Vita's not gonna be able to play the snaps that he usually plays because he's gonna be on a snap count because you don't want to overextend the pectoral and really injure the pectoral, and now you tear the pectoral, we're screwed. If Vita goes into the game with already a strained pectoral and he goes in, he's engaged, trying to get off blocks and move his arm, and it goes from a strain to a tear, that means you lost your best run defender. Now we really in trouble. Really in trouble. So Vita, I was like, even against the Eagles, he was on a snap count. He was on a snap count. Because to be honest with you, when you look at the game is, even though I picked the Saints, the game is literally a toss-up. I picked the Saints to win 13-10, but it's literally a toss-up game. You feel me? So it's like it would not be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me if the Bucs do win because both teams are pretty much evenly matched. The only reason why I gave the Saints the edge is because they got the home field advantage. So typical betting man, you go with the home field advantage, and teams kind of equal. You kind of go with the home field advantage. What did I tell y'all about the Bucs being injured? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all about the injuries? About the Bucs and these injuries? And I know a lot of y'all was complaining about the early bye. I know you happy we got this early bye. I know y'all happy. Because they're like, oh, the Bucs got an early bye, man. That sucks, man. You know what I'm saying? The bye should have been week 8, 9, or 10, or 11, whatever. Ain't you glad that the Bucs got the early bye? With these little knick-knack injuries, I know y'all glad now. Now, 3 weeks from now, we're gonna have a fully healthy team. So the Bucs gonna have to scratch and claw their way out of this game and come out of this game healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's the best. That's my most. I don't even care about the win or loss right now because it's still early in the season. I just want the Bucs to come out of this game healthy. Win, lose, or draw. Come out of this game healthy, man. Because now the Bucs are gonna have to play coverage. The drop off from Jamel Dean to Zion McCullough, D. Delaney. It's a pretty big drop. That's a big drop, folks. And then a Carlton Davis out there with a turf toe, he's not 100%. He's going to most likely be on the snap count. So Josh Hayes, we don't have Derek Pitts. No Derek Pitts. So my most important thing, win or lose, I want the Bucs to come out of this game as they go into this game healthy as they can be, come out of the game the same. So if the Bucs are 92% healthy, leave the game 92% healthy, win or lose. Because if we go in this game, win or lose, and they have some, and they suffer some more injuries, oh my gosh, our depth is already not great. We don't have the capability. We don't have this team's not right now. This team doesn't have the depth that you would like them to have. Every position, when you have players at the depth position, of course there's a drop off, but you don't want it to be a huge drop off. You feel me? We've seen D. Delaney out there for a significant amount of snaps. I mean, it's not like, oh yeah, D. Delaney is one of the top backups. No, he gets burnt too, out of position and not being able to be, And Zion McCullough is athletic as he is, he still don't get it. He'll make a play here and there, but for the most part, he's like, even when the ball hit him in the back of the helmet, he was burnt. But Jalen Hurts threw a bad ball to the back of the end zone. He threw it at the receiver instead of leading the receiver to the back pylon. Zion McCullough would have been burnt. No awareness. And of course, and he can't tackle. They did work out William Jackson and another cornerback. That should have told y'all right there what time it was. The Bucs are in trouble when it comes to this game. Win or lose, regardless. It's going to be a struggle this game. Now, the beautiful part about it is, folks, not all is bad. The beautiful part about it is, offensively, the Bucs are healthy. I want y'all to think about that for a second. I know the defense is banged up, but the offense is healthy. Think about that. Think about that, folks. Offensively, the Bucs are healthy. The bad part about that is they're going against a tough defense. How much are they going to line up in the shotgun with Baker Mayfield? Because now this game, it looks like the offense is going to have to carry the defense. Could this be a high-scoring game? Because now you're going to put a lot of stress on Winfield Jr. and Ryan Neal to maintain the secondary and keep them together before it get out of hand. Which means they're going to drop their linebackers. Levante and Devin White they're going to be dropping a lot. That means the counters, the draw plays, the screen passes, outside zone runs, it can work because the Bucs are going to be mostly almost in coverage. It's already, the Bucs do line up in nickel quite a bit. And it's so funny is you very rarely see the Bucs in base defense. What I mean by base defense is 3-4. 3 down linemen, 2 outside linebackers, 2 linebackers, safety, corner. That's the base defense. A lot now, what you see with the Bucs now is they're in nickel pretty much the entire time because you got Izzy out there. You got Izzy out there playing the slot because most teams line up in 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. You feel me? So I'm a little concerned. Looks like the offense is going to have to, all right, get it together. Baker Mayfield, bomb that bit. Mike Evans, don't drop the ball, man. Chris Godwin, get open, separate. Trey Palmer, where you at? Raheem Jarrett, where you at? Cade Otton, where are you at? First down. It's gonna be fun, folks. But the injury report, I mean, it's tricky. And of course, like I mentioned, the Saints injury report, they're missing guys. The Bucs can take advantage of this. I mean, the Saints O-line already hasn't blocked well, so no Cesar Ruiz. Okay, their starting right guard has a concussion. Okay, so Logan Hall should be able to eat right in the interior, right? Right? Should Logan Hall be able to eat this game? I'm gonna say it like this: this is one of the worst. This O-line's not good. If Logan Hall and Joel Tryon don't eat, I'm gonna be so disappointed. I'm gonna be so disappointed if I don't see Logan Hall and Tryon and Shaq Barrett make some noise this game. Because if Green and Gaines, Greg Gaines and Green, they doing what they're supposed to do as backups. But you can't keep them that long time. But at least they playing hard. But Barrett, Joe Tryon, Stoinka, and Logan Hall, we need more from them. There is no reason for our D-line not to be able to eat because the Bucs are going to be playing coverage to protect the young guys. Right? So you'd expect the Bucs to rush forward, get to the quarterback. I know Izzy going to blitz every now and then, but you don't want to blitz him too much because he's a young undrafted free agent, 5'7", 5'8". Sometimes he messes up. You got to protect him too. You feel me? Then if you bring Winfield Jr. up to the line of scrimmage, you know what that means. He's blitzing. And also, Devin White don't have to play the spy game on Winston because Winston's not a runner. So Devin White can really kind of, I wouldn't say push himself to get to the quarterback, but, go get him sometimes. But specifically in the D-line, I want to see Logan Hall, Shaq Barrett, and Joe Tryon dominate this game. I want to see Shaq Barrett actually beat Ryan Ramczyk consistently. Like, give me a Aiden Hutchinson, TJ Watt type game from Shaq Barrett. You feel me? Give me a Ali Highsmith type game, Shaq Barrett. A TJ Watt type game. That you just meshing the game of Aiden Hutchinson type game. A Nick Bosa type game from Shaq Barrett or Joe Tryon. I am so sick and tired of seeing Shaq Barrett struggle against Ryan Ramczyk. Why does Shaq Barrett struggle against Ryan Ramczyk? Is you hurt? I told y'all about Shaq Barrett against upper level tackles. He doesn't do anything. I am so sick of seeing Ryan Ramczyk ragdoll Shaq Barrett. Like, get in there, man. Shaq Barrett got paid off of one big year. Terrible contract. It's like how aggressive can the Bucs be with these injuries? Do they play the pass? Because if Winston's starting, you gotta play the pass. And Kamara's back. And Devin White with a growing foot. He has a growing and foot injury. What do you do with that? So these injuries, man, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I want to see a good game, but most importantly, come out of this game healthy, man. Win or lose, because we got a bye week. There's no need to overextend. 3 weeks from now, we play the Lions. You better be ready for them, because Dan Campbell gonna have them boys ready. You bet to be ready for the Lions, because they're going to punch you in the face numerous of times. They're gonna bite kneecaps off, and there shouldn't be no excuse for the Bucs come to Lions game, right? Throwback. Y'all got y'all throwback jerseys? I got mine. With that being said, folks, I'm gonna be at the game. I'll be there around about 10:30. Game start at 12. I'm gonna be in that thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Shit, don't be no lame now. Hopefully everybody enjoy their weekend. I'll see y'all Sunday during and after the game. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. I know. A lot to think about. Divisional rival game, y'all know what it is. Fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. And I ain't gonna give you no hashtags today. I'm gonna save those till Sunday. BucosLocker out.